You guys still remember the first guitar that you ever fell in love? Well, I remember, and I'm holding this right now in my lap. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Pedro, and like always, Pedro's plays guitars. So yes, in my early day as a guitarist, I remember seeing like a lot of videos of Black Sabbath, AC/DC, and The Who. I think with Stone Temple Pilots. It was the songs that I used to listen the most. Yeah. I look at the guitar, the SG, and it was like my go-to model. I never had one. I actually have an Ibanez Gax 30 that used to resemble a little bit. So if you're excited to see how it feels and what I think about the SG years later, even think that some guitars are better, stay for this video, keep subscribed to the channel, leave it a like, because this is the kind of thing that inspires me to keep doing, keep bringing classes and reviews for you, and this helps a lot. Thank you for that, guys. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about this beautiful Gibson SG. So now is my first Gibson that I ever had, the second SG that I ever had. I got an phone some years ago, and I'm gonna give you my 2 cents about the subject. So yes, this is the Gibson SG, originally called Gibson Les Paul. Yeah, I know that Les Paul model has nothing to do with the SG, despite the electric and the electronics, but this guitar were born in a time in '61. Gibson was being really criticized with the models that they were making. And there was some people saying, Leo Fender, that Gibson's guitars were not authentic. So they take they go to branded and make like a thinner body. They make this double cutaway style and this lovely high access to the higher frets. And this is how it was born, the Gibson Les Paul standard in '61. But some people said that Les Paul have a fight with Les Paul had a fight with Gibson. I don't know exactly what happened, but somehow the name Les Paul couldn't be used for this guitar. So then they decided to call this only the new Gibson Solid Guitar. Solid Guitar SG. And this is the guitar that we know until nowadays. And eventually the Les Paul got back to the Gibson line. And then now we got 2 models, the Gibson Les Paul with the single cutaway that you know until nowadays, and the lovely Gibson SG. And throughout the history there was great names that used to love the SG. Well, from the first of them, like despite the Tom Iommi and Angus Young from AC/DC and Sabbath that I said before, we got Pete Tosh from the Who. We got Eric Clapton. We got George Harrison in the video clip of Paperback Writer. Frank Zappa, Sister Rosetta, the mom of the blues and rock and roll. And this keeps until nowadays. We got great bands and musicians like Gary Clark Jr. that was seen using SGs. Daryl Malakian from System of a Down regularly using SGs. And this consolidates the name of the guitar over the market over the years. And I have great reasons to think that it's the best Gibson guitar ever made, and in my opinion is the most comfortable guitar. And okay, why do I like that much this SG? Well, at first, it's a ultra thin guitar and is way lighter than a Gibson Les Paul. Even the ones with the holes inside, like the chambers or whatever they call that, is ultra comfy. I never had a guitar with such a good high access to the higher frets, you know? I can solo, I wish it was 24 frets because I like PRS and this kind of thing, but it just perfect, exactly the way that it is. And some people say about the neck diving. I never experienced neck diving with this, and I don't have like for much time. And yes, the only thing that I think it's kind of weird that I'm literally feeling now, that when I'm holding like this, I feel the strap grab me like a point in that direction, like the center of gravity looks like a little bit from the right, but it's nothing that can stop you ever from playing. The headstock of a Gibson, a lot of people like it, but I think having this angle It's kind of makes me worried and upset, to be honest. But all in all, like it's a great guitar, and I think it's the most expensive that I ever had. And this in specific, we're talking about the Gibson SG Special 2012 with the specifications that I'm gonna read for you because I don't know by heart. But usually, like, what it's talking about, a solid mahogany body with this lovely mahogany slim tape neck. With this 22 frets fingerboard in rosewood, basically a scale length of 24.75 inches. I have no idea how much is that in centimeters, even using centimeters more than inches. Good things about the Gibson vibrola. I heard bad things about the phone vibrola, so I decided to go for the safe and grab a Tunematic. No one ever complained about that. I got a lovely price because the tuning machine, the classic one, this one got a color slightly different, I think you can see in the video. But for me, less money to pay. For me, it's great. I don't intend to send this guitar, so the cheaper that I paid, the better. I don't mind about the reselling price. This lovely warm cherry that is this satin finish. I think I really like this kind of finish. And it's all that I wanted in an SG, despite the dot inlays. I prefer the trapezoid inlays, but I will not miss like a good price SG for that. And as you can imagine, a Gibson SG is not cheap. So if you can help me subscribing and leaving the like in this channel, I would love it. I would appreciate it, and you help me like never before. Thank you guys for everybody who has been part of this lovely community. I intend soon like bring some stuff for you guys that you're gonna like it. This is a subject for another time, right? So if you are interested in buying an SG for yourself, or you never tried an SG before, I suggest go for it, but have in mind that this is a different guitar. If you're used to Strats or Les Paul, we're talking about like a completely different stuff. So in my case, I bought like this guitar secondhand. I went to the guy's house. I tried the guitar twice just to make sure that it's all that I really wanted, and I got like so well surprised with how it sounds, how it feels, and how it plays mostly, that I have to grab this guitar for me. And yeah, before buying, always give it a try. I heard about the neck dive. For me, it's not being a problem. The guitar stays in the way that it should. I'm using this. I think I'm using this the right way. Just to make sure that it's I'm not like cheating with the strap, but yeah, for me the guitar is great. And not only for testing, I went to see the guitar because Gibson are really well known if we got like a crackers around the neck. It might be a bad idea buy these instruments. I heard that it's kind of common to have cracks around the painting, but this one doesn't have anything. I think the satin finish also provide less cracking in the painting, so if you see any cracks in a guitar like that, must be structural. So be really aware when you buy this kind of thing. If possible, check the serial number and make sure that everything's right, because I know it's not cheap, but it's a great guitar and it's worthy. Yeah, so we're gonna make a small sound check on this video, and I'm gonna let you see for yourself what you think about the sound of this guitar. I played a little bit along the video, so now is the moment for you to appreciate the sound by itself.